Philadelphia Eagles' new defensive coordinator, Sean Desai, may just be a defensive mastermind. With a master's degree in education, we take a deeper dive into his defensive philosophy, how he plans to install his new defensive scheme, and how he plans to use certain players like Nakobe Dean as the signal caller in his new do-it-all Swiss Army knife role. Also, players reveal just how impressive Jordan Davis, Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and others have been as we take a deeper dive into the players' training camp performance and how they are adjusting to a new defensive coordinator and their roles. This side of the ball is extremely crucial because we have a new defensive coordinator and we have a lot of new pieces. So it's very interesting to keep an eye on just how things transpire in this upcoming season. I'm Weapon X. This is the Voice of the Eagles show. And like always, God bless those Philadelphia Eagles. But enough of that. Play the intro. Sean Desai coached for the Chicago Bears for 9 seasons, 6 as a defensive quality control coach, and 2 as a safeties coach, and 1 year as a defensive coordinator. During his time with the Bears, he learned under Vic Fangio. Vic Fangio has had a top 10 defense 10 out of 22 years in points allowed and has become one of the most profound defensive minds in the NFL. Fangio was also a consultant with the Philadelphia Eagles in 2022, which happened to be the year the Philadelphia Eagles had a historic defense en route to a Super Bowl run. Learning from a guy like Vic Fangio has done wonders for Sean Desai, as he would go on to become the defensive coordinator for the Chicago Bears in 2021, leading them to the 6th ranked defense and later became the associate head coach / defensive assistant coach for the Seattle Seahawks, mainly to help Pete Carroll install a new defensive philosophy. To make a long story short, this guy is masterful at teaching, rightfully so, as he has earned a master's degree in education and single-handedly helped multiple players reach Pro Bowls, have career years, and built depleted defenses from scratch. He even earns the praise of Hall of Fame caliber coaches like Pete Carroll and Vic Fangio. Sean Desai is a young cerebral mind defensively. At the forefront of this defense and mediator of communications is signal caller Nakobe Dean. Nakobe Dean will have the green dot on his helmet. In other words, all the plays will be sent from Sean Desai to Nakobe Dean. From there, Nakobe Dean relays the plays to the team. Here's how Sean Desai plans on using Nakobe Dean.
Can you kind of give me an idea of how you're going to be expected to play this defense? So you're doing it all?
Everything, yeah. I mean, that's what linebackers supposed to do. You got to be able to blitz the quarterback, cover wide receivers, cover tight end, cover running back, and fill the A-gap, on the inside, run them 12 personnel. So
you're going to be that utility guy?
Yeah, of course.
Be that utility.
Yeah.
I know it's only been one practice, but you go into Kobe now, full offseason. What did you see from him yesterday and then this offseason to make you confident he can be the guy this year?
Just the ability and the willingness to keep growing because it's a new role for him. He's been really working hard, obviously in the offseason and all summer.
Safe to say, Nakobe Dean will have his hands full learning a new scheme and terminology. But with Sean Desai putting his master's degree in education to good use and being an exceptional coach and teacher that he's been throughout his entire time in the NFL, I'm pretty sure the defense will get things figured out. Listen to Sean Desai break down his defensive philosophy, how he plans to implement new schemes, and hear from some players as they give updates on the progress they've made learning Sean Desai's new defense and terminology.
My philosophy is at least I'm open and honest with them from the beginning. They kind of know what the expectation is. We want to run, we want to hit, we want to impose our will on people. We want to embody the brand of this city and be gritty and be tough. We're not going to take anything from anybody. We want people to be able to feel us. Physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever it takes. We want people to know that we're on the field too. And we're going to dictate how we play the game on defense. The biggest thing is you don't want to give a big real estate of yards. Right? There's 100 yards on the field and that's the field that you're defending. So any chunk of real estate that comes, whether it be through penalties, through explosive plays, missed tackles that lead to big chunks of yards, right? Those things are things that we don't want to play, and they're going to happen but we want to try to limit those as best we can and get on the positive side of that as much as we can. I think they all have a really good grasp of the defense, and we're throwing a lot at them right now. Kind of intentional, challenge them a little bit and put a little pressure on them, and then think things will ease up. So I believe in teaching on the field and learning that way and having guys learn through some mistakes. Once you get the baseline done is when you can start really getting to the next level of football. And so the baseline's been set here. It's going to continue to be set, and we're going to hold everybody to that standard. And now we just keep layering in the teaching of it. When you install schemes, there's different philosophies how you do it. You can segment, just do 2 things a day or do 4 things. So it's just the volume.
What stands out to you about Coach Desai?
Really, really smart. Almost a guru.
Differences from Jonathan and Sean, what you've seen early on?
Right now, the biggest differences is really terminology. We're still putting in the defense and still trying to learn all the time. Just terminology, that's really the biggest difference.
Fortunately, Desai, he came in, he got a great scheme. It's easy to put in families, so when I'm watching film, I can see a little bit more, I can understand a little bit more why we're playing this play, why we're doing this, why this coverage is behind us, and then that affects our play up front. I mean, obviously, we're still working out the kinks, but that's football. I mean, it's a new playbook. This is only the 3rd day, so I mean, shoot. So, but still, it's just getting that experience, getting that, and then meetings. The meetings is really important. I'll say the meetings is more important than the practice at some points.
We got a smart team to be able to pick up the plays that Coach Desai has drawn up for us, and the scheme that he's trying to push for this year. And it's just we got to go do it, and eventually we're gonna be out there flying fast and back to just being us.
Installing a new defense usually takes time for a defense to get acclimated. Luckily for the Philadelphia Eagles, this scheme have some of the same principles Jonathan Gannon defense operated under, so the learning curve shouldn't be that significant. However, the terminology is an entire different thing in itself, so expect growing pains, especially in the secondary. Some young guys have been showing amazing signs and abilities that translate well to having a successful season. Jalen Carter has been absolutely amazing, displaying power, speed, great leverage, and just simply causing mayhem, along with Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith's speed alone is going to cause problems, but it'll be something he can use to his advantage while he still develops and learn what it takes to be a dominant edge rusher in the NFL. Jordan Davis is in amazing shape and has been turning heads in training camp due to his outstanding conditioning, size, speed, and power. But don't take my word for it. Listen to what the players themselves had to say about Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, and Nolan Smith.
I feel you did the first 2 days of practice so far, your individual performance?
I feel like I did good. It's still a lot of improvement to do, but I'm just getting better every day.
What kind of guy who sets specific goals for yourself?
Sometimes I set goals, and sometimes I just try to go day by day.
So how are you approaching this season? Your rookie year, do you have goals?
Yeah, I want to be defensive rookie of the year. I had a lot of goals, and it changed every day, but the main goal is defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, I mean, physically, man, he looks the part. Got to go against him a few times in the run game. He's stout. So, yeah, I'm anxious to see him out there, him with Jordan Davis, too.
Jalen Carter, the way he's moving around, and already the guards are talking about different things to try to do against him. I mean, I still didn't even block him today. But, you see him and rep later on in the day, the last red zone period, where you kind of feel him make a drastic inside move. So, we're talking about him. I think I'll be interested to really look at the tape and see what it looks like. There's a lot of young players out here, rookies, that you're getting a chance to really see first time live.
What do you expect from Jalen Carter?
He's gonna be a really good player for us. The biggest thing is to get in and learn. Learn the defense. Learning how to practice as a pro. Learning, just the new environment of being around. Having to deal with a lot of media and let go of the distractions.
It's early to make judgments on Jalen Carter's play on the field, but what have you seen from him behind the scenes since he's been here?
He's learned to be a pro. He's doing a great job, and he's taking ownership of it. He knows what it is in terms of the preparation for your mind and your body off the field, in the weight room, in the training room, all that stuff, and he's embracing it and learning it, and he's doing a great job.
Focus, that boy, he looked good. I think already in OTAs, just the extra that he was doing with us, like the extra what he was doing with me and, you know, all the other guys that was doing extra. I mean, you could tell that he's comfortable because of his guys being here with him. You know, him leaving and coming in last year, got a little year under his belt. Now he going in a year 2, got some guys he familiar with too. That always helps, and they all motivating each other. So Jordan Davis, I'm excited for it because I really do think he's gonna have a great jump from year 1 to year 2.
Oh man, I mean, you see him. Look, I mean, go find another human being that looks like him. You know, so I think that part of it. You know, there's not many people built like that. So he's strong, he's fast, he's quick, he's powerful. It's about putting it all together, you know, and then us helping him put it all together and getting the right combination of guys in there and being impactful. But we just need guys to be really great right now with the techniques that they're learning and the fundamentals. That's really the primary focus of this.
Jordan Davis, another year under his belt, long, strong, so it's a good matchup for me. So, yeah, I mean, we'll be looking forward to getting reps against all these guys throughout camp.
What do you think you'll see from Jordan Davis this year, and maybe what he can learn from his first year?
You can see it. You can see the growth from the jump from the first year to the second year. And he's flying around, and you can feel his presence. Conditioning is way better than it was last year. You know, this year. You know, he come back. He know what to expect. I watched him run a conditioning test. He did a great job. You know, I don't think he was gassed at one bit. Flew around in individuals day. Flew around in practice. The reps he did take, which today was a short day. But I'm looking forward to seeing him just continue to grow in his conditioning. He's taking care of himself. Came back. His weight was great. So I'm excited for him.
A lot of guys have talked about your improved conditioning this year. How do you feel coming into camp? How do you feel you've improved in that area?
Feel good. You know, going into this off season, I understood that I'll be in a bigger role, and with that, you know, like greater power comes great responsibility. So, just willing to do whatever it takes, whatever I can do to help the team, whatever package I'm on. Just be conditioned, be ready for that call.
What went into it this offseason getting better shape?
Just moving. Even if I'm like not doing anything that day, you know, lifting obviously, but like if I'm not lifting, get on a bike, do a walk, just like little stuff like that. Nothing too crazy, but just always want to keep the blood, the heart pumping. That's all it takes, really.
You feel different on the field?
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, obviously, as we go further along in the summer, it's going to be more plays, get more condition. That's just how it is. You know, you can condition all you want in the offseason, but until like 600 pounds pushing on you, then that's like real football. So I didn't drop much weight, but I just made sure I focused on conditioning. I'm still 340, 345-ish, so it's just, you know, it's all about conditioning. You really, I have a good shape, so, you know, that's all I worry about is just how I look in the mirror every day. My face slims up, so I'm like, all right, you know, I look a little bit more handsome. And so that's a little motivating, too. You know, you want to look good, feel good, play good.
How does Jordan look compared to the last time you lined up with him?
In college?
Yeah.
He look better, and he getting better and better every day. Slimming up, looking like hair growing. He getting right.
He's quick, man. Yeah, he's quick. You gotta be patient with him. He's a great athlete, but you know what I like about Nolan and little time that I've known him is that he works hard and that he's always positive. You know, he kind of has that BG type attitude. Never has a bad day. So, you know, obviously I think he'll learn a lot from Hassan, from Sweat, and. Yeah, man, he's been great so far.
With the 2023 NFL season right around the corner, it'll be interesting to see if this new-look Philadelphia Eagles defense will gel in time in order to potentially become even better than it was last year. With Nakobe Dean in the middle leading the defense and a slew of his former teammates showing great signs during training camp, time will tell just how these new pieces will fit and what roles will be carved out. I'm Weapon X. This is the Voice of the Eagles show. And like always, God bless those Philadelphia Eagles.
Can y'all feel that? Can you feel what's about to happen on this field, man? Can you feel what we're about to get into? They don't respect us. They don't know about our heart, man. That thing that's beating in your doggone chest right now. Whatever you got today, I got to have it. Are you gonna bust somebody in their mouth? Are you gonna do your